We are just a few days away from the start of a new school year, and like every year, there will be a lot of changes for students.
New grade, new classroom, new teacher, maybe even a new school. There will also be a lot of changes for parents.
And as we found out, some of those changes could be costly.
So one of those big changes that families are going to see is that they're going to have to go back to filling out a free school meal application, free reduced meal school meal application at their local school, just like we did pre-pandemic.
That is a huge adjustment because it means some students will not be receiving free breakfast or lunch like they did during the pandemic. Earlier this summer, President Joe Biden signed the Keep Kids Fed Act, but it falls short of the free access for every student. Combine that with higher prices at the pump and at the grocery store, and
inflation's just made it really difficult for a lot of families, and we see it, and we feel it.
And for some, even more pain is about to be felt.
The biggest thing is also for families that in the middle income that may not qualify for free reduced meals, but are still having a difficult time getting the basic needs for their family.
That's where No Kid Hungry comes in. They provide relief for some families.
Here in San Antonio, we've provided over $800,000 in grants to schools just in our community.
Because of a grant, one of those schools is still able to feed students free breakfast.
What that does is that now the child doesn't have to get to school early to get a meal. They get a meal at their desk in their classroom. So even if they're running 1 or 2 minutes late to class, they can still get a breakfast.
No Kid Hungry has conducted studies that prove breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Feeding students breakfast can keep them in school and keep those minds and bodies growing.
So that was a 4% or more increase in a decrease in chronic absenteeism by just having breakfast every single day.
So remember to check with your schools to make sure you have all the proper forms and you can find complete coverage as your kids head back to class starting Monday on KSAT.com.